My question is when we give them a call, what exactly are we saying and what are we looking to get accomplished in that window?
Beautiful. That's a very good question to answer, and I'll answer that question right now. So when we're giving the bureaus a call, what we're trying to do is to try to push everything possibly can through their system. Now, inherently, and I know this now from the class that I just took yesterday. I took a course on CDIA, which is Metro 2 compliance, and eOscar. So the eOscar system is what goes through your dispute. They had an upgrade done to it, which means it's got AI in it. So, guys, I'm letting everybody know here if you're getting a stall letter, it's because they upgraded their system like we upgraded ours. So just be prepared for the Bureau not to want to fix your credit. I'm letting everybody know this here. The reason that they don't want to fix your credit is they sell your data to other people. And because they're selling your data to the other people, they need to keep you in those same categories. Because if your data doesn't move and it stays in the same location, that means they're credible and they can keep selling that data. So when you call the Bureau, the reason that you want to call the Bureau is actually very simple and very easy, is to tell them to process that letter. By doing so, you can reduce your stall letter. And how do you reduce your stall letter? It's very, very simple. Hey, Bureau, I just got my confirmation from my mail with tracking that my letter, has arrived at your location. Okay. I am letting you know, excuse me, I am letting you know that that is from me. I have done that letter. Nobody else. I've submitted that letter. I've done that letter. I've written that letter. I've written that letter with legal counsel. Okay. They have advised me on what to write, and I've used that and written my letter. Okay. Now, because I've written said letter, okay, you are to process said letter. That's it. Focus on getting that done. Focus on getting them to tell you that that letter is completed, okay, and that letter is done. That's what it is. If you don't do it in a proper time frame, you will, and I'm talking to you guys truthfully, you will have them tell you it's a third party stall. They know it. They know what the third party looks like. They know everything that's there. Their AI is able to pick it up, guys. I'm telling you this. It's hard, but this is the only way that is going to get around it is through that or writing an affidavit, as one of our VIP members has told you guys in the Discord group. Now, what the VIP member that told you guys for the affidavit, personally, I don't think it works. It hasn't worked for my clients. But at the end of the day, if he's saying it works, the guy's a millionaire in a credit repair game, I'm going to listen to him. I'm going to listen to the people that are doing it and making more money than me because they're doing something different than I'm doing it. So I'm giving it to you guys. Now, the same thing. Affidavit's very easy to get. A limited power of attorney is very easy for you to guys to get. You guys can search templates up online. But in our free drive on Google, we have a limited power of attorney, okay, and an affidavit for you guys to sign. It's an affidavit of person, which means it turns around and tells you, okay, that I am the person who's doing this and I have it notarized. Make sense? See, heads nodding. Does that make sense? If we don't, please ask the questions.
Yeah, that I think that makes sense.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Thank you, everybody. So at the end of the day, that's what the whole point of calling is, to push your letters through and to get them to make sure that it goes through the Oscar system regardless. So you want to get it before they run it. So if your letters get there on the 15th and say the 5th, well, the 15th is tomorrow. If your letters get there on the 17th, no, 17th is closed. 18th is Tuesday. Okay. If your letters get there on the 18th, you better call on the 18th. They may not have it, but call. Let them know and tell them to notate it in their damn account that you're sending the letters. So when they notate it, they know what's going on.
Sounds good. So I'm about to get off this call and go give them a call right now. You
Beautiful.
guys have a good one.
You too, brother.
All
Good
right,
luck at the
bye for
bank.
now. Absolutely.
Okay.
Question. I just got off the phone with them. I think my letters was sent. I think it got to them on the 11th. I think, and I
Okay.
called them. I didn't get through with them the first time, but I called them and I just got through with them today. And I thought I had them told her that the letters are from me and that I need them processed.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady on the phone said that like these processes need to be looked into and to process these letters.
Mm-hmm.
And she said she attached the paperwork or the paperwork attached to it. So I'm guessing, is that correct, or that's good?
That's a good thing. So even if they haven't ran it through the system yet, at least they have a notation in the account. Okay. So if you
Okay,
call back, you have that. Now, let me ask you a question. You an iPhone or an Android user?
my iPhone.
Beautiful. The new update with iPhone has the ability to record the calls. Make sure you record the calls.
Okay, gotcha.
Why are we recording the calls?
Basically, so we have proof that we talked to them.
Perfect. But proof for who?
An
Us,
attorney.
the
Who
attorneys,
said
and
who said that?
whoever.
Who said
Me.
that? Sounded like Anthony. That sounded like it. Yep. And why?
You said why?
Why?
So you could sue if they, you know.
Attaboy. That's it. Attaboy. That's exactly why we want proof. We want proof so we can put the lawsuit in. Okay.
Is there
Go
a
for it.
specific app for that recording?
So I don't know on Android, but give me the weekend to look up. I'll find if there's one for Android. But right on the
Oh,
iPhone now, on the
I'm on
iPhone,
iPhone. Yeah.
on the brother, I show. So at the top, when you make a phone call, honey, don't answer the phone. I'm calling you. Okay. So when you call, right at the top, in the top corner over here, above the picture, there's a
Yeah.
little thing. If I hit that button, oh shit, she's got to answer. But above there, when she answers, if you hit that button, it'll start recording. It'll take 3 seconds. It'll say the phone is now recording, and it'll record the call.
Okay.
Okay, so that's as simple as that, and it'll store it in your notepad, and then you can send it out to people. Okay, and it's as simple as that. But you want, and the guys, Dre will say it. I'm a little more passive on it. Know what you're talking about when you get on the phone. Know it. Know what you're talking about. So first and foremost, don't ever tell them, quickly, oh, I'm disputing my negatives. No. You're not disputing. How many people understand that you're not disputing anything? Raise your hands. Beautiful. Because we're not disputing, we're attacking. That's the difference. We're literally attacking based on Metro 2 compliance. Anthony, you leaving? Oh, I thought you were leaving. You are attacking based on the reportability of M2 compliance with the CDIA. It's not a dispute. They will ask you for a dispute. Why will they ask you for a dispute? Because they need the factual data. Ladies and gentlemen, in today's day and age, factual data does not work anymore. It is not submitted by hand. It is done by a computer. And how do I know this? I have the documentation right now that shows you the 5 companies that they allow you to submit data through the bureaus. I have the documentation to show now. Definitely, there's only 5 software companies that they allow that allows you to submit data through. And that is putting it in properly. Now, can a person make a user error? Yes. They can add a wrong number. They can add, but they are not going to screw up on the whole account. So, what do we know about this? And I've said this before, and I'm going to say this again. We all did it. We didn't pay our bills. Regardless of whatever the case may be, we didn't. I did it too. I refused to pay my Capital One card when it came down until I realized how important credit was. But at the end of the day, we all did it. Regardless of whatever the factor is, whatever happens, they don't care. They're a business, and their business is reporting the data so they can sell the data to the banks and to the other people so they can go out and find you and sell something to you. We all know this. So at the end of the day, when we do this, we got to make sure we're beating them on the compliance level. If they're not compliant, we have to make sure that they remove it, and they know that. That's why Metro 2 is so powerful, because when it's working at full fledged, it's going hard. It is absolutely going hard. So, questions done there. How many people do we have today? Today looks like we got a big class. We got 11 people today. Let's go. We got 11 people. I'm happy. Thank you guys for all joining me today. This is beautiful. Okay. So, any questions? I'm going to do a brief overview of the software, and then I'm going to do a brief overview of the funding software. Okay.
Is all the software? I guess is the same, because I know they got different ones. They got different, GOAT. They got Phenom and everything like that.
All the same thing.
Gotcha.
We even have our own. We even have our own. The printing company has their own, which is hysterical. Hold on, I'm gonna bring.
Gotcha. Because I thought that in the attack type, the attack where it says the first attack, second attack, I see some of them have more options. Like some of them have 6. I guess when you're attacking it every round, you go to the next one for attack type. But attack, now I say some of them say.
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna bring it up right now. Give me a second.
Okay.
So you're talking about over here when you're looking over here in the select a round. Let me select my sample client. Let's do it yourself. You're talking over here, right? Hold on, let me make this bigger over here. You're talking about over here, right? Right? In this area right here? Or you're talking over here? I don't know. He just disappeared. Did he leave?
Are you talking about me?
No, there was another gentleman that was just speaking. I think it was
Yeah,
iPhone.
that's
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. The first one you talked about. Your first one, the attack number.
So your attack number. Your attack number is based upon the actual work to execute, which this is your attack type. Okay? So your attack type, there's only 6 attack types. Okay? Your strongest is the MPEP. Your second strongest is MPEC. MPEP is only allowed if you have the Epic Pro report. If I shut this off, right, and I select my free score now, right? Look, MPEP disappears. Okay? And my free score now with that is not the best one over here. So now what we do is we go back here. Now you get access to your MPEP. Then you have
see, that's the thing. See, I noticed I didn't have the Epic Pro report that I seen on there now. Now that I'm seeing it, it says I think I have to look on my software because I'm not at home at the current moment. But I think mine just say my free score default. I think that the other one.
This one.
One,
and then you'll have this, which you only have 6 attacks.
Yeah, exactly.
But if you have the Epic and you go to Blast Furnace, you'll have 8 attacks.
See, so if I've been attacking, I'm on my second round now. So if I already was attacking, because I switched to whatever, because I'm trying to see that even though I logged in and everything, it didn't give me the Epic Pro report now that I see that now, and I had the 6 instead of the 8. So do you think I should start all over again now that once I get my uploaded to the Epic Pro report?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay.
Every time that you switch from one attack to another, you have to start because it has to lay the foundation of the letter. How many people know that the letter lays a foundation every single type, every single round? It's not just go to round 6 and say, let me skip all the first rounds and let me start at round 6 or round 3 or round 2 and go down. You have to lay the foundation because the foundation is the latter letters have your intent to sue. Make sense?
Gotcha. So yeah, I still, it looks like I have to start over then because I'm on my second round. I sent my second round of letters with you guys. I think it was like the first or something like that, or something around the 5th or 6th or something like that this month, and then it got to them around the 11th or 12th, and they kept sending me style letters saying that it's suspicious that it didn't look like it came from me and stuff like that. But now since you said that, I'm gonna make sure I start over now.
Dre, look at this. I got something for you today that was told to me. We're gonna do something different. So everybody that's in here that learned something. I learned something today. Not today, yesterday, that I want you guys to see. When you guys are running around the letters, right? I'm gonna select my client. I'm gonna select my Epic Pro report. I'm gonna select my MPEP, right? I'm gonna select my attack, whatever attack I'm on, right? When I'm viewing the letters and I set this up, say I'm just gonna run a basic letter, right? This is gonna be a basic round, 6 letters to the bureaus, right? I'm gonna run everything default, right? We're gonna change something over here. Okay. This is not advanced disputing. I'm gonna teach an advanced dispute over here. Some of our people have been with me for a long time over here, but I'm gonna teach some advanced disputing right now. But over here in document options, so print black and white, right? For one reason, that throws off the Oscar system because it doesn't do the highlights anymore. So it just looks like a written document. I hated this because I thought it's like the whole thing of the system being highlighted and everything to highlight what's wrong, all that stuff. What happens is now when you run your document through the Oscar system, the Oscar system picks up all the commonalities. You stopping or you raising your hand? You're on mute, Dre.
Can you say it again?
Hold on.
You're good. You're good.
Okay. So when you run your letter, and we'll go back on, I'll show you guys a letter, right? I'm gonna take a sample letter out over here. I'm gonna download it over here on the computer. Save. Open it up. Okay, when we're running a sample letter, this is my sample client, right? You see all these highlights? You see all this stuff? And I'm gonna burn a GA for you guys today. We're gonna do a sample letter for you guys today. When we burn this, you see all these highlights? They know it's from a system because what happens is we just print this black and white. So if I click print, right, and I'm gonna throw it on a production printer, right? And I put everything in black and white. Let's change this from envelope to legal. And let's do, you see how in black and white, this is perfect. You see how everything still has that light gray highlight? That's going to stick out when it's running through the AI. The AI is going to be like, why is everything highlighted? This is not going to a human being. I want everybody to understand this. They don't have a human being read the file anymore. Back then, we used to get it so we could throw the Oscar system off where we used to give it a number. Now it doesn't read it, period. It has the AI. The AI could dictate what it is. They stamp it and they move it on. Make sense? So now what we're doing is, and I'm gonna burn a GA just to show you guys today. When I'm doing the letter, I'm gonna do. Does everybody want me to go over advanced disputing? Do you not want me to confuse you, or do you want me to confuse you a little bit?
I'm fine with it.
Fine. Hey, I'm literally
fine.
All right, let's do this. So I'm gonna do print myself, and then I'll show you guys how to go into the software, right? And send it out if you want to send it out, if you don't want to print it yourself. So when I'm going over here and I select my blast furnace and I go over here, and this is the MPEP, and this is whether it's go combo 1 or I forgot what it is on Phenom. I forgot what indemnity. This is indemnity on Phenom. So whatever you guys are using, doesn't matter what it is. Okay. When we use that, we need to find out first and foremost what's on the credit report, right? How many people actually read their credit report before going into the software? Give me a raise of hands. 1, 2. I don't got too many. So when you read your credit report, you knew that what's wrong on the credit report, but you don't know where it's categorized in the system. So what happens is I let the system tell me where it's categorized. It's good to know what the credit report is, but let the system tell me what it is. I leave all the rest of these as is and I hit next. I'm not generating a letter like this. Can everybody see the text on my screen, or is it too small? Do I need to make it bigger?
Definitely bigger.
Bigger? Thank you. Carla, can you see that? Is that better?
Way better. Yes.
Perfect. Please don't feel afraid to tell me anything. I'm here for you. This is not for me. This is for you. So if you got something, please let me know what I need to do. I can help you out to the best of my ability. So now when we're running this, I do two things immediately. Okay. First off, I have my positive items because we don't need that. And I come and check all the data on the client. So first thing I do is click client info and I make sure all the data is put in correctly. They used to give you GAs back if you made an error. They do not do it anymore. I got it from the top down now. They said that this is a user error. If you mess up over here, this is because you weren't paying attention. So here's the thing. Now I'm going to teach you guys how to double check it. Come over here to client info. You make sure that all these boxes are filled out correctly. If something is wrong, go back into the manage all users, fill it out right. Now, if this looks good, come back to general settings. That's your first check done. Now, second thing is let's read the credit report. Now, this looks very daunting, right? There's a really messed up credit report, right, ladies and gentlemen? It is. But it's daunting because of one thing and one thing only. It's got freaking 900 million inquiries. The negatives are really not that much. It's the inquiries that are killing it. So what we do is I come back and I don't dispute inquiries in my rounds. I get rid of the inquiries. Why? Inquiries only total to 55 points of your score. After 6 months, they already add those points back to your score. So at the end of the day, why would I dispute something that only totals something of 55 points for 6 months? There's no need. Now, if I'm going for funding, right, I understand that you want to get those removed, understandably. But there is an easier way to go through it. Our team, you're in the community, especially on the Discord one, and if you're in Dre's community, we both give you guys the 24-hour removal hack. And I know that in all the other communities, they have that hack as well. So whatever community that you're in, just go in there, double check, ask them, hey guys, how do I get, give me a second. How do I get the 24-hour inquiry removal? They'll give you a sheet. So I come over here, same thing, hide positive items. Now that doesn't look as daunting. Now this is everything negative on your credit report, and this is categorized by color. So what we do is we just scroll over each color. We get out a piece of paper. Give me a second. I have mine right here. Again, my community in the free documents. It's called the checklist for the AI. Here it is. Just get this. Now, what I do is I take a piece of paper and a pen.
That's in the Discord?
In the Discord community, yes, Micah.
Okay.
Yep. In the Discord community, what you do is you get the disc, come in, you go over, and you just follow the sheet. Okay. So this one's personal identifier, right? I'm going to put it into green boxes because we want the most aggressive attack. Green. Okay. I go to the next one. That's a public record. I got public record over here because we don't see public record that much. I'm going to go to the next one. That's a student loan derogatory 3+. Student loan. I go to student loan because they're all grouped by their things. Student loan 3+. Perfect. Okay. I know that category is completed. I go over here. I got a charge off. Let's see. All other collection charge off. Check that off. Over here, 28. I got all other derogatory lates 3+. All other derogatory lates 3+. Check that off. All other delinquency lates 1-2. Check that off. Literally checking them off as I go. Right? Now, we know everything that's been checked off. I see you. I'll see you on Monday or Tuesday. All right? So, I know that this is done. We know that the rest of these things are already been selected. So now I come over here. I just double check 41. Now, 41 is green for a reason. It is the final, it is the final account on the file. So all you got to do is click on this. And the reason that we click on this is we want to scroll down to the bottom. And we want to double check these over here. We want to make sure that it says JPEG, 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 JPEG. And on top of the JPEG, I want you guys also to look. I put first name, last name, ID, first name, last name, social security, first name, last name, POA. Why? If it says image 146, how do you know if that's the right image that you're uploading? So this is all to double check everything. When you're writing, right click. When you're doing this on your computer, right click, rename the file, re-upload it, and re-upload it with the proper name, first name, last name, ID, social security, or POA, which stands for proof of address. The reason we do that is to make sure that all the documents are uploaded correctly. Now, after doing that, I have my checklist. I could scroll up to the top, or I just hit the word top over here. It gets me back to the top. I'm going to reset the system. Blast furnace on. Blast furnace 1. We're done. Select all in red. And now I start. Legitimately, I go down. Now, just for everybody to know over here, everything that's here is not in the same categorical rate that's there. I categorize them by what they are. So medical records are at the bottom. We don't really have that much that are medical records. Student loan is the second least thing that shows up. Then it's all other, which is the most. You have your personal identifiers, which is usually on everybody's account. You have inquiries, which is usually on everybody's account. Public record is the lowest, but it's most important out of all of them. So that's why it's in that top account. So now I just follow it. So I have personal identifier. I have a public record. I don't have inquiries because we're not going to dispute them. Next, I have one all other collection charge off. I have the student loan 3+. I have the all other derogatory 3+, and then I have all other delinquency lates 1-2. Boom. That's it, guys. That's the file. Was that hard? Was that hard?
If you've done it before, it's very easy.
But it's not. So the whole point is they made it easy in the sense, regardless if you've done it before, because the whole thing is it's the categories. If it wasn't a category, so there's other softwares I used to use when I had my credit repair company that you had to individually select the file and then what was the category. So what it was that you were dealing with. So for example, if it was a charge off, then you had to select the charge off. Then if it was a medical charge off over there, this tells you what charge off it's going to group it in for you. You don't have to select anything. So they make it so easy. It's just understanding it. Now I'll run this through 1,000 times for you to understand it. Just let me know if you don't get it. I have no problem, but that is the basis. But this sheet makes your life easy because literally you just go. Do I have a personal identifier? If it's the green box, say you want to run it in green, just literally follow down. And when you get here, just put the checkbox. Literally, the check boxes are the same. That's why I did it. I built it out purposefully so it makes your life easy. So when you scroll over each one at the bottom, you're just checking off the box. And I laminated this so I can use an Expo marker. Legitimately, Expo marker, and I can reuse it every time.
And where am I getting that from?
In the Google Drive. Micah, do me a favor. Go into the Discord channel, pop that in the Discord channel.
Okay.
It's under the free docs.
Yeah, it's on the helpful documents channel.
Oh, you already put it in?
Yeah, it's already on there.
Perfect.
Should be. Yeah.
Perfect.
To the Google Drive, right?
No, pop that one. Take that one out of the Google Drive checkbox for AI.
Okay.
Drag that link in there so they have that.
Okay.
Now, here's where I'm going to screw you all up. I swear I'm going to screw everybody up over here. Has anybody realized that every round their printing cost goes up if you're printing with me? No,
I
not
noticed it. I noticed it.
You noticed it. Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Why?
More letters?
No, yes. But why is it more letters?
Because it's attacking more directly or accounts directly now instead of all together.
Yes, to a certain extent. What happens is if you run your first round defaulted to the system, it's going to say have everything selected in blue, a couple in green, and it's going to be 12 letters, right? Something like that. Okay? When you fight like this, okay? When you do this, this is going to split it up times 3. But here's the thing. You see this default number over here? I want everybody to focus over here. Somebody read this for me. Read this for me. And then I'm going to highlight the important shit.
Maximum number of items attacked on TransUnion, Experian, Equifax credit reporting agency letters.
What do you think that means? And I'm going to focus on a word. What's that?
Items.
Anthony, you've been in here too many times, bro. You know where I'm going with this.
You have more items you're attacking?
What's the items, though? What do you think the items are?
What is the collections? I guess it depends on which.
So what do we call
collection?
What do we call those? Negative items.
Yeah, just negative items. Yeah, I thought it was something.
Yep, negative items. That's
negative
what.
items, right?
So what we're focused on is each time the software runs through, what they do is this number goes down. How do I know that? This is the default number for the first round. Okay? How do I know that? I'll show you. I'm going to remove this. I want you guys to focus on the boxes up here. I'm going to run through a couple of rounds. I want you to focus on the boxes up here. Okay? And then I want you to focus on this number over here. Right? It's the only things that I want you guys to focus on at this moment. Ready? Tell me what happens when I close this down. Ready? I'm gonna reset the system and I'm gonna start at round 1. Look at round 1, right? Take a good mental picture of what's selected in the blue and the green, right? Take a mental picture of what's selected in items. Everybody's ready for me to go to the next round? Tell me next round. Give me a thumbs up, something.
Next round.
Next round.
Perfect. Ready? What happened?
Got extra
Something
box.
was added in green.
Yep. Okay. What else?
And the number went down. The items are attacked.
Oh, yeah.
So when the number goes down, what do you think is happening when the number goes down?
More letters.
Why? Anthony, you're not supposed to be answering. You know what's going on.
Because it's attacking it separately?
It's not attacking it separately. What do you think it's doing to the letter? If we have, okay, so this round has 8 negative items on the letter, right?
Yeah.
What happens if you have 9 negative items? If you guys need a visualization of it, let me know.
Combines it?
Separates it. Carlo, you look confused.
I am.
Perfect. I told you I was going to screw you up.
You did.
I told you guys it was going to happen. You guys didn't believe me. Let me take the inquiries out of here. I'm going to break it down. All right, let's go.
So it's better to leave the items, the max number of items at default?
I'll let after I'm done, we'll let you answer that. Let me do this and then you answer that for yourself. All right? It's not a bad thing. The question that you're asking is not it's a question based on the way you want to dispute, not the way I want to dispute.
Okay.
That's why the software is powerful, because it gives you the option to pick what you want to do. I can only show you the road, and it's your choice to pick which path you want to take. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take screenshot of this, right? Here we go. And this is a screenshot, right? And I'm going to open up Paint. This is going to be mundane. Carla, I'm going to put you on blast right now.
Put me on blast.
You're going to be my student over here, all right?
Give me a student.
Ready? We're going to break this up into categories. So this is a category, correct?
Yes.
Okay. This one's another oh, wait. This one's another, this Faint 2 is another category, correct?
Okay. Okay.
All right. This one's another category, correct?
Right.
All right. This one's a category, correct?
Right.
All right. And this one as well?
Another category.
Perfect. And this one as well?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Ready?
Yes.
Now, do we have an existing category with this color?
Yes.
Perfect. Yes, we do.
Yeah, I was going to ask you why. Okay, but go ahead.
Do we have an existing category with this color?
Yes.
Perfect. Existing category with this color?
Yes.
And I'm gonna ask you, regardless if I know the answer or not.
Okay, that's
This
fine.
one, this one as
Yes.
well? Perfect.
Yes.
And this one as well?
Yes.
Perfect. Well, technically 41 is a charge off as well, so I'm gonna give you a freebie and just do that one for you, all right?
Okay.
Okay. Now, does everybody understand what I just did? Does that make sense to you?
It
When
makes
we
sense now.
now, does this sheet make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so that's exactly what I just did when we did this sheet. So when we go over each color, we just check into categories. That's it.
Yes.
So now, this is where the math happens. This is where the beautiful stuff happens right here. Okay. Now what happens is each of these systems, and I'm gonna use a nice color. I'm gonna use this blue. Okay. Each of these systems have what? So how many negative items is in this category?
1.
Perfect. And then this one?
Nothing. I can't see it. I mean,
It's
One.
well, yes, because it's a faint one. Okay.
Oh.
And this one?
5.
Perfect.
5. Yeah.
And this one?
6, 7.
Yep. Perfect.
So let me ask, why are we counting 41 as a part of that? What is the green for?
I'll show you. So when I go
Okay.
over here and I highlight 41,
Yes.
41 is a charge off, just like 40.
Okay. Why is
So
it green?
because they're telling you that's the last
That's the
part
last
of the,
one.
last one of the credit report.
Okay.
Okay. Over here.
4
Perfect. And this one?
and just 2.
Perfect. So now, why did I make you guys do that? You're good, Peter. You can come back here. Sharpie? I got something better than Sharpie. I got Milwaukee. So, why did I make you guys do that? I made you guys do that because if you understand how many negative items that you totally have, it'll be a lot easier to understand how the box is broken up. So if I have 10 negative items per one letter, well, how many letters do I have here? So I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to put 10, right? How many letters do I have if I'm allowed one negative item? Sorry, apologize. If I'm allowed one negative item, if I have 10 letters and I only have one negative items, how many letters is that? Per letter. Opposite.
1.
There you go.
So you're going to put all 10
It's not
negative
it's
items.
Yeah, keep going. Hold on. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay. So you're going to put all 10 negative items on the 1.
Because that is what is selected. It's dictated by the software that
Okay.
the default number is 10. Because the default number is 10, it's going to tell you per one letter, we're going to put 10 items. Make
Okay.
sense?
Yes.
So now, this letter only has 1, correct?
Yes.
How many does this letter have?
1.
Perfect. And this one? Don't overthink it. Guys, don't overthink this.
Is it going to be 5? No, it's just, I don't think it's going to be 5. I think it's going to be 1 with 5.
Atta girl, that's it. Go with your gut. I said don't overthink it.
All right.
What's this one going to be?
It's 1 letter, 7 items.
Perfect. And this one?
1 letter, 4 items.
Perfect. And this one?
1 letter, 2 items.
Perfect. That's it. So now how many letters in total? We have 5 categories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 categories. How many letters in total?
6 letters.
Perfect. Times 3 is what?
8.
18.
Mhm.
That's how many letters are going to go out to the bureau.
Okay.
That's
That
your
makes sense.
that's your breakdown, ladies and gentlemen. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Now let's change it. Now I'm going to totally screw you up. I need to screw you up so I can rebuild you. Okay.
Okay.
What happens if I swap it? I got one negative item per letter.
Ooh.
How many letters do I have?
10.
It's only one negative item.
You say you were going to swap it. What do you mean?
Well, when I I'm not in the sense swap it. I'm gonna mess you up even more. If there's one letter and one negative item, and I'm gonna allow one negative item per letter, how many letters is here?
60?
No.
Oh, I thought you was doing like, I thought it was 20 negative
No.
things, and you said, okay, I got you.
One negative. You said there's one negative item
Per
in
letter.
one letter
Yes.
per letter.
Mm-hmm.
So you just got the one.
Perfect. That's it. That's all I'm at. That's why I said it's gonna mess with you.
Okay.
And this
All
one?
right. The same thing.
Okay, and this one?
5,
And this one?
7,
Okay, here
4,
and here?
2.
Atta girl. Perfect. 2 and 4 is 6. 7,
That's 20.
14, 20. 20 times 3 at 1 equals 60. What did you
So
say? 20?
that's how many letters would go out.
Yep. 60. Oh, 20
Oh,
times.
so I was right when I said 60.
I didn't hear you say 60. I apologize. So yes. Yes, you were right when you said 60. So now every round gets more aggressive. What they do is they drop the negative items per letter. They know this. The software providers know that they're going to stall you out. They know that. They absolutely know that. So if they knew that they were going to get stalled out, what did they do? They jammed as many negative items in a letter that they could. Because if you're going to get stalled out, might as well just put whatever's in there while they're sending it out, because it doesn't make a difference. They knew it was going to happen. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
So now,
Yep.
what did I teach you guys? What am I teaching you guys? I'm teaching you guys something different. The Bureau knows when a credit repair company is sending out a credit repair letter. How does the eOscar system know, right? Because a credit repair company is going to do what? What are they looking for?
The highlights and the letters that you were talking about earlier.
No, what is the credit repair company looking for?
I don't know.
Well, why are you contacting
Negative items?
No, why are you it's actually simpler than that, guys. Why are you contacting a credit repair company?
To remove a dispute or
To remove something off your credit. So what are they
Yeah.
looking for? When they send out a letter, what are they looking for?
your disputes.
The credit repair company. What are they looking to get? Maybe I rephrased it. Dre, help me out over here. Maybe I'm saying it wrong.
A removal?
Thank you, Dre. Thank you, Anthony. They're looking for results.
Okay.
They need
I
to
was just
remove.
gonna say results. Yeah.
Yeah, they're looking for results. Credit repair companies are looking for results. So what are they going to try to do? They're going to throw everything at the credit repair company and see what sticks and what gets removed at the credit bureaus. So by doing that, what happens? They know who the credit repair agencies are, and they know who a personal account is. How many people have been with Lexington Law? Raise their hands. How many people realize that Lexington Law takes 36 months to go through credit repair when it should take something very, very quickly, and you could do it yourself faster than Lexington Law? Lexington Law will dispute the same file for 6 months over, the same singular file, until it's removed. They will spend one by one by one by one until the file is removed. Make sense? Make sense? So what
Yeah.
we're doing and what we're teaching you guys is, I don't wait for 10. We don't wait for 10. What we do is we start at the numbers that they know that their threshold goes. 5, 4, and 3. Ready for this? You guys ready for me to screw you up even further?
Yes, sir.
Somebody take a guess which round they start at 5 or close to 5. Anthony, not you.
I ain't say nothing.
Which round?
Yeah, take a out of the number that's on the screen. Out of the 8 rounds, which round do you think do they start to actually get aggressive? Really aggressive. 3,
Round
4.
5 or 6.
Noah, Noah's on the money. Round 5. Look at the number. They already knew that. The software company already knew what number to put it on. They knew what round you were going to get your stall letters until 4, which they're including at 4. They just changed this. It used to be 6. Okay. They knew what was going on. They told you that from the beginning. They knew what was going on. So they knew, don't judge anything until your 4th round, right? Did everybody hear that?
Hmm.
Yep.
Why not judge everything until your 4th round? Because if you're going MPEP, 10, everything in blue. 2, 8, everything in blue. 3, now you're starting to get 6. Here's 6. And now 4, this used to be 5. It was everything in blue on 6, the last stall letter that the bureaus are technically allowed. Right? Round 5, 4, everything's in green. Everybody seeing this? Everybody understand this? How they knew exactly what was going to happen. So they are setting you up on the most aggressive attack to have 4 rounds of nothing going to happen. It's called shaking the tree. If you get a stall letter, you get a stall letter. But they're going to shake the tree. But now it doesn't matter. I'm going to teach you how to level out your letters. So it never your letters don't fluctuate in price, but also so that you go aggressive from the beginning. You're going to get a stall letter. But Dre taught us to pick up the phone and call. My team is telling you, when you go in, pick up the phone and call. Why? My team's telling you guys to pick up the phone and call. For what reason? So you can reduce the stall letter. So if you're reducing the stall letter, you're hitting them with the 5 and you say it's coming from me, what's happening? What's
Take
happening?
note of this, guys. Take note of this, guys. Seriously, take note of this.
If you're reducing that stall letter, you're actually putting in. Now, if the credit repair process happens and they turn around and come back verified, that's okay. We're going to still attack next month. But here's the thing. It got verified, which means the letter went through. And because the letter went through, it's doing our job. This is the key case in point. That's what we want. We want them to have a dialogue with us, not a bullshit letter that comes in. Make sense? Go, Anthony. What's up?
From the time that we verify that the letter was received, what's the time frame to call?
Immediately. I wouldn't even wait. We'll get it on record that you're calling. Get it on your record. Yeah, same day. Get it on record that you're calling. Because if you're doing mail with tracking, they already have it. It doesn't matter if it's in their processing department. Put it on record that you sent the letter that you're calling in. You know the letter that's there, and you know that they got it. Whether they have it, that's why we're doing mail with tracking. I'm losing money on mail with tracking. I'm losing money as a business with mail with tracking, but it's doing better for you guys. I made more with standard stamps. I made more money with standard stamps. I was thinking about it the other day. I was looking at the freaking books. I was like, son of a bitch, man. Why I want to go back to standard stamps, but I can't. I can't. It does not help the community if I go back to standard. It doesn't help you guys.
Yeah.
Because what happens if you guys go in and you get a call that the letters didn't get there? There's nothing you can do. There's absolutely nothing anybody in this group right now can do if you call them and they turn around and said that the letters don't get there. If you don't have a thing to track it, you don't have a leg to stand on. But if you pick up the phone and you got a tracking number, it's game over for them, and they know that. And FYI, we don't send out white envelopes anymore. We send out legal tender. Yellow envelopes. Yellow envelopes. Hold on. Let me go get a box. Shit cost me more money. Hold on.
I was just gonna show a picture of mine. I just got a picture of some.
Anthony never brought these to the thing, huh?
Is that making sense though, guys? About the whole calling part? Does that stuff make sense?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, good.
Okay, so it's not the white envelopes anymore.
And look, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I don't know if they have a little script, but every time I call with clients, because some people, I love talking to them, because I mean I'm aggressive, like I'm aggressive, but
okay.
a lot of times when I call, they usually say, hey, yeah, we tell them, yeah, I'm just checking to see if you guys got my letters. That can you dispute process them? Oh yeah, we don't see them. Oh, you don't. Okay, cool. Okay, just making sure you don't see them. No. Okay, I'm gonna get off the phone. I'm gonna call my lawyer and then call the USPS. Why? Well, I got a tracking number and it says it's delivered. So it's either they're lying or you're lying. And if you're lying, that's a federal offense. Makes sense? So they say, oh, hold on. Come back. Oh, you know what? We found them. Yeah, no shit. Yeah, I know you found them. Go ahead, do me a favor. Yeah, process them. I'll wait. I ain't got shit to do today. I'll wait. Give me that reference number too, buddy, and let me get your name. Because guess what? And then tell them, because you're mad. Like I like talking like this. I like getting greasy with them. So I tell them, look, I'm pissed. You wasted so much of my time. Like, So guess what? If I get one letter saying you don't know who sent this, I'm coming at you. Like I'm coming at you because I'm the one who's telling you it's me, and I'm asking you to process it. Makes sense? So don't let them fuck with. Don't let them fuck with you. All right, like for real, because they can do this 3 times in a full calendar year. We don't have time to wait. Let's get this stuff done. So go ahead.
Somebody's in the chat over here. Hold on, give me a second. No.
Is that 3 times per bureau?
3
Yeah.
times. Yes, 3 times. Well, they all
Yes.
have the ask. Yes, 3
Yes.
times per bureau.
Right. Usually you're gonna, if one does it, you're gonna get all 3. Usually, I really haven't seen them like Experian do it 1 month and the other 2 didn't. I've never seen that, or I haven't. But yeah, usually do it all 3 at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's random, so that's why we call every time. And Ali is right. We are definitely losing money on that. Like that's 1,000,000%. But again, we're not wasting our time.
Guys, I'm talking to everybody truthful over here. You guys are coming from all different communities. All different communities. I'm the printing company. Everybody knows that. I have knowledge in the thing. Why do we do this? We do this to make sure the communities that you guys are coming for are getting results. The results that are getting keep the communities growing. Because why are we all here? Why are we all here? We're all here for the same reason, and it's Dre's tagline: OPM, other people's money. We want to play with other people's money. If people don't know, Dre's my business partner. So at the end of the day, if everybody wonders why Dre has any ability to speak, Dre's my business partner. So at the end of the day, Dre runs his own credit repair company. I run the printing company. We own the software together. Like, this is our version of the software. Like, the rest of you using the other softwares, everybody has their own softwares, but we're trying to build you guys up because at the end of the day, we want to see results. Results in the communities, grow the community. We don't want Credit Repair Cloud, Client Dispute Manager, all these other companies out there that are using fake Metro 2 to be able to get somebody's information that they're. Now, I got people calling me, Ali, I went to another company, they got something removed in 30 days. They got something removed in 60 days. I'm going to say this, as much as people hate this, I'm like, that CFPB shit is going to be gone really soon. I'm going to see how many people are going out of business because they don't have a leg to stand on because they don't know how to do real credit repair. I said this, and Anthony, you've been here for a while. How many times did I say I was going to teach you guys how to do real credit repair? And it's going to take damn time.
Yeah.
It's not something that's going to happen overnight. I think you're the veteran of the group. I think you've been at least in eight classes with us.
Yep.
We're going to teach you how to do this correctly. It will take time. Do not sell this to anybody. It's going to take 6 months. It's going to take, yeah, go.
I wanted to tell everybody personally, it took me 8 months to get. I mean, you know, I was getting little results, and I still have some stuff on there that's not coming off, but I'm getting ready to contact a attorney to look at that.
Great job.
It does take time. But at the beginning, I want to say at the beginning, though, I wasn't using tracking. So I don't know how much that came into play too. They could have just been throwing my letters away. But
Yeah.
They definitely could have. And there's no way to prove what there was no way to prove, and so here's the valiant effort. I sat down. I'm gonna tell you guys why tracking exists in our company and doesn't exist with everybody else. I sat down one day. I got my ass ripped by a client. I got screamed at so freaking bad. It was disgusting. And be honest with you guys, I say I'm the only company that sends you guys pictures. I'm the only company that gets on the phone. I got nothing to hide. We're a legit print side. If you guys look at it in the back over here, like I'm in the back of our store. Like people thought like we were doing this out of our garage. Nope. I'm legitimately in our store. My wife owns the shop. It's not even mine. So at the end of the day, like I would send the pictures out, I would do all that stuff, and people were, you never sent my letters, this, that, and the other thing. So one day, one guy got on my case so bad, and he ripped me such an asshole. And I'm like, enough is enough. I'm like, I had enough. I'm like, this is disgusting. I'm like, I'm going above and beyond because when I have my credit repair company, you know what the outsourcer said to me that printed the letter? Tough shit. He said they didn't get it. They didn't get it. I sent it out, and that's it. If you don't like it, go to another place to print your letters. That's what they told me. I'm not saying that to people because I know what I felt inside when somebody said that to me. I'm not saying that anymore. I'm like, okay, let's figure it out. So what did I do? I said, you know what? I sat down with my wife. I'm like, do we have anything that we could do that has a tracking number or something? We can't do certified mail from the store. Certified mail is only at the post office. So I'm not going to go sit at the post office. And here's the thing. When they do the certified mail receipt and they put the tracking number on it and they give it the stamp, right? They don't allow you to take a picture of it. So now I can't take a picture of the letters that are going out for my clients to show them that the job is done. I go to my wife. I'm like, honey, babe, how do we do it from the store? Okay. We figured it out and we did it from the store. We got the Ground Advantage. We have all the envelopes, as you guys can see. We started building everything out. I bought the specialty printers, all the stuff. And we started doing it from the store. Within the first month, our clients were getting more results than they had been in 4 months. Why? It was as simple as being able to look at a stupid tracking number that you had. And this was before Dre came into our community, was telling people to call. They had the ability to call, figure out whatever it was, and then be like, look, I have my tracking number over here. They know that. They understand that. They know when they have a tracking number, and if you do return receipt, it's a whole different game. Now, I don't offer a return receipt. The reason I don't offer a return receipt, our company charges an arm and 10 legs for it. I think it's like $4 for a return receipt. Hell no, not doing it. I'm not doing that to you guys because it's already expensive as it is. So we sat down, and that's what we built in. We built in the ability for you guys to have something different than every other company, so that when you guys are sending them out, you have the ability to go into play. Now, we also have Vic. We had Dre. We had the people in our community, the guys that are doing really well in the credit industry that are coming in and telling us, we need this, we need that. So I started listening to the guys that are doing well and turn around and start to funnel it down to you guys because we want you guys to succeed. The only way you guys are going to succeed is by having the tools that the big heavy hitters are using. FYI, guys, I'm looking at everybody over here. I'm going to put Dre's business on blast in a second, right? Dre's got over 150 clients in his business, in his credit repair business. So to tell
How many?
150 the last time I checked, right?
Yeah, I got
Well,
like
that's how many
150
150 orders I got. So at the end of the
Okay,
day,
yeah, I got like 150 clients. Yeah, okay.
okay. So at the end of the day, talking to you guys and showing you that we're getting it from these heavy hitters. That's why I'm like, Dre has the ability to talk to you. I have the ability to talk to you because we're seeing what works and we're putting it out over there. Now, I also come from the industry and I was using the original version of the software, which was called Prodigy, back in the day when it got released.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, that's where we sit down, we talk, and we're going for real with you and having the conversation. I'm going to tell you guys exactly how to utilize the system to the maximum effectiveness and then do what you need to do. But here's the case in point. This system and every other system is no good if you don't have an attorney ready to execute when the job is completed and they are willfully negligent. And they know that. But how many people are going to countersue the Bureau for willful negligence? A lot of quiet in here. So I know a lot of people just learned a lot of gems over here that they didn't even realize. There's a lot of quiet. So there's a lot of pens moving. Because it's willfully negligent
Yes,
for what they're
hopefully.
doing. Now, with this case, I'm going to finish this up. We're going to finish this dispute up. I'm going to run it in black and white. I'm going to burn a GA. And once I'm done burning a GA, we're going to move on. We're going to move over to the funding software. So I'm going to take my sheet out again, right? I'm going to go over here. I'm going to select everything. I don't even know what round I'm on. Hold on. Let's start back over here at the first one. Okay. I'm going to do this. Oh, JoJo's here. Okay. I'm going to select everything. Bam, 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 bam. Done. I'm going to count the rounds. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. First box 18. Not 15, 18. Now, over here, I'm going to put 5. I'm going to start my first round at 5, not at 10. Default. Now, if I leave this for 8 rounds at 5, my letters are going to be the same thing every month. That's how you control it, guys. You control the negative items per round, and that's how you control how much your letters are going to cost. That's if you're running a credit repair business, having a variable of the aggressiveness of each round doesn't do you good. But if you know how to change the variable limit by just changing the negative items that can be put in every letter, say you want a more aggressive round, you can move to 4 or 3, but you don't need it. You can leave everything at 5 and run 5 across the board. Now, some people are like, look, I know this person's got to get this stuff off quicker. You can move it 4-3, but make sure you're charging more for that because it's going to cost more in printing. Right? So
The rest of the boxes should be unlimited, or is that
no. Default, 18, 5, default. This is what it should look like. Now, FYI, I'm just going to let you guys know something. If you left this box as unlimited over here, it don't matter. This box is inconsequential. I know that they tell you, but this box is inconsequential. This is the more important box. This box is the star. And I know we got star in the room, which is hysterical. So this box is the star. This dictates how the software runs right here. This dictates how the software runs. And the software runs at peak by going through this box. If you know that this is the box that runs everything, this is how you know where your money's being made. Okay? And when your removal and deletions are. So now, once I select that, I'm going to run it the same way. So, hold on. Let's count the letters. How many letters are we going to get? We're going to run it at 5, right? We're going to run this at 5. Carla, count it out for me. How many letters are we going to have here?
1,
Here? Here?
5,
Mm,
7, 4, and 2.
no, I have 5 negative items per letter. Over here and over here, we're right. How many letters do I have here?
5.
Mm-mm.
1.
Yes. Here?
Oh, 1 letter.
Yep.
4.
24. Okay. Let's see how good I am. We're going to run it. I'm going to make sure we hit 24. So unlimited 5. We should hit 24. Hit next. I'm not going to run the bankruptcy. I'm not doing it on this call. If we want to do a bankruptcy, next Friday's call, we'll do a bankruptcy. I'm a little limited on time today, so I'm not going to do the BK today. Okay? It's Valentine's Day. My wifey wants to go out.
That's a good man.
I appreciate it. Oh, Dre, you got to call. Dre, you got to call Tig. I'm not going to be able to do tonight. You might have to do it alone. All right. So now this is what we're going to change. This is something different. Instead of doing colored, we're going to do print in black and white. Okay? Right? We're going to do print black and white. We don't have to select two-sided because our printer automatically defaults to two-sided. Okay? Include all images, leave that as that. Okay? We're going to hit.
Why are we printing in black and white?
Because we're going to take those highlights away. I'm going to show you the difference. Okay? I showed you the one.
Yeah, you showed it. I just want to make sure that was still the reason why you were doing it this time.
That's exactly the reason. Now we're going to double check everything. Everything looks right. I'm going to generate this letter. Now, if you ever click print and mail yourself and you want to go with us and you forgot to select us, come over here, print mail and service, PPAMS. Now, if you're a FICO Forge member, because I do have the M2 FICO Forge people in here, M2 FICO Forge is your discount code automatically. And then click continue. Now, I'm shutting that off because I don't need that to go into anybody. And then generate the letter. I'm going to generate a letter. Everybody ready? Generating. I got to eat something too, man. My stomach's freaking sour. Oof.
How's that carnivore diet working for you, man?
Oh my God. Noah, it's great. It's great, but I got off of it for the holidays. I'm getting back on it now. And with the baby being born, it was hard. It was hard because you got to be able to cook, and it's hard to cook when you got a newborn. Okay. So now we're gonna sample the letters. Now here's the old one. Here's the new one. Here's the old one. Give you the same thing. This is 18 letters was the old one. This is 21 letters. Let's put it like this. I was off by 3 letters, but that's okay. I'm all right being wrong by 3 letters. If it's less letters, it's better for us. It means it's cheaper. I don't know why I'm off, though. That don't make sense. No, 2 collection charge off. Here, okay, let's run it back. Let's see.
21 was right.
Did I do it wrong?
Yeah.
1, 2,
1, 3.
1. Did I add an extra by here? 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, and 2,
Yep.
7,
7.
21. Oh, okay. I did the wrong. Nobody corrected me. Okay, 21's right. So there it is. It's right. I was like, hold on, wait. But here, look. Carla, I want you to see this. 1, 2 for Experian. 2 letters. 2 for Equifax, 2 for TransUnion. These are the collections. Here's your collections. Right? Here's your personal information. 1 letter. Here's your public record. 1 letter. Here's your student loan late 3+. 1 letter. 1 per each bureau. Your collections, 2 letters each. 2. Late payments, 1 letter. And then the regular, the 1-2, 1 letter. Does everybody see how I did that now and how I broke it down?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, let's look at the documents different. I'm going to open up the whatchamacallit, the sample letter. Now, can we tell the difference? And I'm going to put them side by side. And let's put them side by side. You see the sample letter? And I think I clicked PI, but if I didn't click PI, let's go and click PI. Okay, so this is the other one. And now let's go to the... Oh, not this one. This one. Cancel. Here's Experian PI. Okay. See the difference in the letters, how it looks? Here's your inquiries. Look at the inquiries. Look at the inquiries over here. These are this is the personal identifiers. This is this is your personal identifier, the difference. When it does it in black and white. So now it looks like a more professional letter without the color. So now when you guys are selecting, you can change the black and white, right? To toggle when you want to send something out. And the difference of what the difference it looks like. Same exact letters. You guys want me to run another round, burn another GA to be
so you're saying it's better with black and white?
It's not that it's better. It's going to throw the Oscar system off. Why? Everybody right now in the software is sending it like this in color.
Yeah.
Right? Because everybody's sending it in color. What's happening? They recognize the highlight lines. They recognize all this stuff. When I print in black and white, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. When I print it in black and white, it looks like this. You feel me? But if I leave this, this is what it looks like in black and white on this screen. It's just verbiage. Make sense?
Yeah.
So now what I'm gonna do, hold on, let's do something else. This is blast furnace, this is blast furnace, okay. Do I have a sample of blast furnace? Give me 1 second, guys. Send around.
So when we send these letters out, we really want we want to kind of give the indication that it's not coming from a company. We want it to look more personable.
Yes. So
that's why we're not doing the colors and all that kind of.
I'm switching that up now because of what I read. I read that the CDIA and the Oscar system has updated their system. So if you're doing something to stand out that is software based, they're going to pick that up instantly.
Yeah.
But if you're doing nothing to stand out, right, and you're just processing a normal letter, all of a sudden what happens? It's just a text letter.
Yes.
How is that any different than running a regular letter through? That's the thing. It's not a system. It's not a system-based letter.
Yeah.
So let me see this one. I just want to see something over here, guys. I want to pull this
Have you seen results since you
I just learned this information yesterday. I just learned this information. I took a course at the CDIA at Metro 2. So I'm just the stuff that I'm learning about the eOscar system and everything from them yesterday was what I'm giving to you guys today. So it's brand new info.
Good information. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem. This is what we do. This is why I tell you guys, I'm trying to stay up on everything.
Yeah.
So I'm studying hardcore. There's the CDIA book. Here, I'm going to show you the CDIA book. You guys are getting access to my back end, like Dropbox. Credit reporting. I have it. Where's the CDIA book? I had the reporting docs. Where is it? I downloaded the book. Here, CDIA. Oh, that's not it. Apologize. That's my CDIA access. Just to show you, like, again, just to show you guys, it's not, I'm not doing it for, I want to show you guys how much time I actually put into, understanding all this stuff. I don't have it here. Maybe I saved it on my computer at home. Metro 2 format download. No, that's not it. Welcome document. No. So yeah, yesterday I pulled the book and I read through like 60 pages of it, and then my head started hurting. I'm like, I can't handle this no more. CFPB gives you all this stuff. FCRA that you have to get. I had to go through a background check and all this stuff to get into just to be able to be the ability to be able to sit down. I don't release everything. I want you guys to understand that the people that are in our paid communities, the people that show up to these meetings, they get the real gems. I don't put everything on YouTube, but I want everybody to understand with all the reading and everything that I've done, how much of this stuff is no longer where it needs to be. The only thing that's real, and these codes are real, guys. All these codes that are put over here, D, all that stuff is real. Hold on, let me see. Can I pull up the code sheet from Steve? Let me pull up the code sheet for you guys. I want you guys to see the code sheet. This is crazy, this code sheet. Steve, credit, here, look at this code sheet. This is the code sheet, guys. Look at the code sheet that's associated with what? This is the Metro 2 code. This is how you report. This is the codex. This is the coding sheet. This is exactly what the numbers are, what it looks like, everything that goes out with it, how they put it in, and how they address it when you're sending the reporting into them. This is the actual sheet and what's going on and how it has to be formatted and everything, what your monthly payments are, your past dues. So when I tell you properly, when I tell you that they can't mess up, this is why. Everything has to be categorized. And they have only 5 systems that they accept. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Now, do we have any questions on this software before I go into the funding software? Because I always like to go into my software. Especially since we got a banging new update. Go, Lou. Lou even raised his hand.
I did raise my hand. I'm trying to be professional. You have other business partners on this call that I want to be, very hospitable to. No, but the question is, just based on what you're talking about, I've been learning that the Metro 2 process and does not necessarily address collections.
It's not going to get collections removed in the sense of what factual data would have done. And what I mean by that is it's not going to remove the collection as a whole and get you off the boat with it. What happens is it's going to get it removed off your report. If you want to get a collection removed, you have to do something called debt validation. And that's a whole separate letter. And that's a whole separate thing that you have to send directly to the creditor. It's called a debt validation letter. Now, I don't have any, I don't have any templates. The template that I had is ancient, okay? And it stopped working like a year after I got it. But you want to get a debt validation letter. And the debt validation letter basically states, how were you able to have my debt and validate that you're able to have my debt? By providing basic information. The contract that I signed, or the contract that was signed between you and the creditor that you bought my information from, and then provide me my data. Because they don't have your data. So anybody over here that's in collections, and they come to you and they ask you for, when they pick up the phone, hey, can you verify who you are? Motherfucker, you called me. You called me. I ain't verifying shit. Do me a favor. You have my address. You have everything. I have your name. I have your number. I have everything that you called me on, right? If you call me again, I will sue you. Okay? This is a verbal cease and desist. This is a verbal cease and desist for your business and your thing. All correspondence shall be sent through the mail. Lou, that good for you?
Yeah.
That was absolutely perfect. The reason why I asked that question was because I think that a lot of people come into the Metro 2 family and think that it's going to remove everything. And again, you're going to be wasting GAs on the attempt that this is going to help me get everything off, when in reality it's not. So that's why I just came on to do that. That's all.
It will remove it off of the bureau. Because don't forget, we're pushing it based upon the reporting. That's why LVNV, all those other companies will get removed, but it's not gonna remove the actual debt that you owe. Funny part is, I got a guy that was using another company back in the day, and he got a collection removed, but it was a collection that was done through the state. It was a water bill, and he got the collection removed for the water bill because they couldn't provide any data, and the data that they provided for reporting was straight garbage. So at the end of the day, that did get removed. But to see, like back in the day when I did credit repair, we used to send the letters out with the debt validation letter, and now we have the debt removed. And when we have the debt removed, that's what people are looking for. But it's not, I'm not sending out a dispute or an attack letter. I'm sending out a debt validation letter, which is completely different. And the debt validation letter is absolutely bananas. You need a good letter for that. Who is?
And
So question, star. Okay, hold on. So okay, question is, what if Equifax is giving a person a hard time? I've been dealing with all three credit places about Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo sent a letter to me stating that they made updates to show I paid the vehicle off, but three credit places are not trying to update it, and they keep the car loan and collections. Oh, girl. Oh, that is what we call an inaccuracy. Do you know what an inaccuracy is? It means you are able to sue. Dre, this is yours. How did you not tell Star this?
I was gonna send you her case.
Oh, okay. Good.
Because you know we have the lawyer.
Yeah, send me the case. I'll send it to the lawyer.
Right. I was gonna wait after the class. I was gonna send you her case.
Oh yeah, send me her case because I can send it to the lawyer. You know what? Good question. Let me see if Simon answered me back about the other case that we sent him.
Yeah, because
I sent you that other information for that. Go ahead, Star.
I would say yeah, because I have both papers from Wells Fargo that they mailed out.
That's an inaccuracy, Star. We love inaccuracies. We love inaccuracies because that means we're about to make some money.
Yes, Lord.
Yep. Okay. Send Dre, get me that information over. I'll send that over to Simon, and Simon will handle that. He'll let me know. He's still working on the other. Oh, I forgot today's Tiffany's. So today's Shabbat. They're Jewish, so today's Shabbat, and they're already done for the day. They finished at noon. So he said he'd follow up with me. I'm just waiting for him to follow up with me. All right.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. I'll send you Stars next time.
Beautiful. Okay. So I'm done with the credit repair stuff. Let's focus on OPM, other people's money. Ooh. Am I logged in over here?
Beautiful. Donna just did hers. Perfect.
Oh shit. So
with the bankruptcy. Nice. Nice.
Okay, so let's log into mine. I'm going to give you guys the sheet over here. So this is my funding software. And what my funding software is, it's not built yet in the sense to do the funding, but it's built in the sense for you guys to go out and check your fundability. Anthony's already using it. If Anthony would have used it before he went to get funding, he would have known which two bureaus not to pull. Right, Ant? You're on mute, Ant.
Correct.
What happened is Anthony went in and found out that he couldn't get funding. He got PO'd. But then, what did he do? He went into my software and realized that he's prepared on two bureaus for funding and not the other one. So when we're playing with other people's money, there's the software, what I'm doing right now, and this is free, everybody. I'm not charging for this at the moment. We're still in beta testing. We're building it out. So at the end of the day, anybody that uses it that gets in, it's absolutely free. Just let me know if there's any bugs or anything that you see, because we're going to get ready for launch.
Is this in the M2 app or is this a different app?
This is Dre and I software. I'll give Dre a link to get you in, all right?
Okay.
So, OPM. How do we do OPM? Well, we got to know everything. We got to know everything about your credit score. We got to know all the breakdowns. We got to know how much money you have outside. You got to know all the stuff. So how do we do that? We have to pull the credit report into the system and let the underwriter read it. Now, FYI, guys, I was an underwriter for a very, very long time. So I know how to read a credit statement and what to do with it, credit report, and what to do with it to get OPM, other people's money. So when we look at it, this is your most important box over here because this is what the Bureau looks at. This is what the Bureau looks at. So you have a 700 plus credit score. All the gurus outside are saying what credit score, besides Dre, all the gurus outside are saying what credit score are you supposed to have to get other people's money?
I'm doing no credit.
8 or 7.
Not seven. We have
Full-time.
700 over here. What's the lowest that they tell you can get other people's money with?
This one, some say a 3, I guess, or maybe like
No,
a 4.
not 300. No. You ain't getting funded with 300.
Whoa.
There was a dude
No.
on TikTok though that said it though, but
Yeah, again, hence why we say fake gurus.
Whoa. Whoa.
Anybody want to take anybody want to take a swing at it? 300 was way. Hold on, somebody messaging on the chat.
No.
TikTok
680.
got
Thank you, Joseph. Right on the nose. 680 is the lowest credit score that you can get funding with. Why 680? Because 680 puts you into that upper echelon tier. It puts you over here. I'll show you. It puts you into this good credit score area that they're looking at. I know this one's a little bit off, but this is my numbers that I work with you guys at so that you guys get the better chance to score. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not showing you some fake report, some bullshit report. I am showing you my personal credit report. This is mine. This is not somebody else's report. This is not somebody else's BS. This is my personal report. This was 515, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, whenever it was. It is now at an 800. Okay. This is after a round of funding almost 2 years ago. So I want to tell you something. I practice what I preach. So when we look at this over here, we come back over here, the 700 credit score, I'm giving you conservative values. Why am I giving you conservative values? Why am I not telling you 680? Because one inquiry can throw everything off for you. One inquiry can drop your score and then you don't get approved for anything. One inquiry, one digit below where it needs to be can throw you in from getting a $50,000 credit card to getting you a $10,000 credit card. And that's where we stop that by getting you a higher number and having you go to the 700 or the 700 plus so that you never have to worry about that. And Dre and I focus on teaching you. And Joe, we're going to get with you about what you said this week. We work on focusing on that so that you guys, when you're getting there, you're focused on the 700 plus credit score, not the 680. You want to get to the 700 plus immediately. Now, revolving utilization, the maximum it should be is 30%. The maximum. That means you can only spend 30% of that individual card's utilization. Again, I'm going to hit this again hard. I do not believe what the fake gurus believe, where they turn around and tell you to go get a freaking trade line and put it on your account. It's bullshit. Your thing is still maxed out. Your credit card is still maxed out. So let me put a card for $100,000 and let me have a $10,000 card maxed out, okay? Maxed out on 10K, and I got 100 over here. Why didn't I just take half the balance and put it on this card? The bank isn't stupid, but the fake gurus are telling you the wrong thing and giving you false information and treating you guys like idiots. The reason I know that is I have the underwriters come sit in my office with me. I have the BRMs come sit here and have a discussion with me and tell me what they're looking for. Why? The more I can funnel to them, the happier they are. I got a gift basket from Chase this year for how many clients we sent over to them. Where's Sonia's card? Yeah, Sonia Earl. Here, I'm not even gonna. Sonia from Chase. Here, we give it out like it's nothing. We literally have them coming in talking to us about what they're looking for. So, be smart. Don't overutilize your cards. If you're going to utilize your card, before it gets to 30%, call and get the limit increase. That's the hack, guys. Every 6 months, you should be calling and getting an increase. It's the easiest thing you could do in the world. Get an increase, but don't keep spending. What's everybody's problem? How do they get caught in the trap? They keep spending. Don't spend what you can't afford.
They be splurging.
Look, I heard what the CEO of Louis Vuitton said. He said that credit cards have made Louis Vuitton affordable.
Jeez.
Credit cards, listen to that statement. Credit cards have made Louis Vuitton affordable. It made Gucci affordable. This was things that were meant for the rich class that now a credit card has made affordable. Why? You could take a $2,000 bag and pay it over 12 months. It's $200 a month.
Hey.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Because what happens? Let's be real. I'm talking guys, the same shit. Guys, I'm talking about you with your cars. How many guys want an Escalade in here? Want the G-Wagon? Want the Rolls Royce? Want that car? How many guys want that car? Anthony, what do you want?
I want an Escalade.
I'll take a Ford.
G-Wagon, every guy. I'm seeing. Hey, you want an Escalade? I just went to Caddy, right?
Mm-hmm.
$164,000 for an Escalade. Decked out.
You could get a used one though. You don't have to go get brand new.
There's the key. But what are they telling you? They're telling you it's okay to go get it used, get it into warranty, still pay $78,000 for it, right? Let's be real. Still pay $78,000 for it, and rack up $1,400 of debt in a month in debt. That's what they're telling you. It's okay. It's okay. Don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I went and did the same thing. I ain't gonna lie. For my wife, I went and bought her the nice car. You know what I drive? Here's what I drive. Or I can't even lift it that high. I drive my 2 feet. I drive my 2 feet. But my wife has got a beautiful brand new BMW X7. For wifey, yes. For me, I drive my 2 feet. But it's the ideology that now debt makes everything affordable. It does. And we spend outside our means. Because what happens is we don't realize what we don't have. What I mean that is, your check doesn't come to you in cash anymore. It comes to you in a check. The ones and zeros are transferred to your bank account. You never really touch the green. Go talk to a business owner that only makes cash. He has a hard time spending his money. He has a very, very hard time spending his money because it's different when you have the green in your hand. It's very easy for somebody to spend their money, right? When it's just ones and zeros in a bank account. Think about that. They did it purposefully. They knew it. Remember how? Okay, I'm aging myself over here. But remember how many people actually had that big screen TV back in the day? I'm talking about the big screen. We're talking about those Mitsubishi, those 80-inch behemoths, right? You know they were doing well in life if they had one of those things. Those shits were like $5,000-$6,000. If you had bigger than a 40-inch back in the day, you were caking it. You can go into Walmart right now, buy a 40-inch TV for $100. For $100. I just saw Hisense made a TV 100 inches. It's only $1,800. It's only $1,800. Again, credit card. How much is that? 18 months, $100 a month. 18 months, it's only $100 a month. when I sit down and start to think about this, they put you in the mentality of how much, what do I have to work to keep buying what I want? So now, how do we get ourselves out of the rat race? We start to play with other people's money and buy cash flowing businesses. I saved something just for today's meeting. I went on Facebook Marketplace, favorite place in the world, right? I reached out to a guy who owns a 90 vending machine route. 90 vending machines. He wants $100K for it. Okay? A lot of freaking work. But it's cash flowing $250,000 a year. So if I spend $100K, I can put it on the credit card. I spend $100K. What happens? I could take that $100K, pay it back with the vending machine route, and now I have $100K. I have at least $100K, $250K, whatever the vending machine route comes in, by using other people's money to buy what I need. That's what we do this for. This playing with other people's money, what are they telling you? They're not telling you to play with other people's money for BS. They're telling you to play with other people's money so you can buy cash flowing businesses. Don't go open up a business. I'm going to tell the unpopular opinion. And what is the unpopular opinion? Do not go open up your own business just yet. Buy a business that's cash flowing.
Facts.
Buy a business that's cash flowing first. Take that business, pay off your debt, then use the business, get a loan through the business, get credit cards through the business, and take that business and take the debt from that business and go buy other businesses. That's how you stack businesses and grow wealth. That's how it's done. So when you know how to get the money, here it is. Here it is on the sheet. When you know how to get the money, that's how you win. That's how you start to succeed. Hold on. I'm going to show you guys this. I'm going to show it on my phone. I still have to answer him back. I'm actually interested in it. Here. $82,000. Cash flow in business. He sent me all the documentation and everything. He's got all the locations, everything. With the locations, everything ready to rock and roll. That's how, and everybody goes, why would you do that? You think I want to own a vending machine route? No. But I ain't stupid. If I take the money, I could take it and put it into something else. I can have that, hire somebody, say it's it's making the 250,000. I hire somebody, give them 70,000, right? They run the route that's theirs, give them 70,000. And even if I take 50 and put it 50 in the bank, and I take 60 for myself, or I take 0 and let it cash flow in the business, I can make the business cash flow as big as possible, then use the bank relationship that I built up with that business, use the banking relationship to then pull out a bigger loan, and then go buy a building, real estate, whatever. In your demographic area, wherever you are, it's very different than here in New York. Everything's stupid expensive in New York. Okay? But I was talking to a guy in Oklahoma. The car that he wants, listen to this shit, this still baffles me. The car that he wants is going to cost him $700 a month. Right? I told him, get to your $700 a month in your credit repair business. Okay? When you get to $700 a month that you're making, instead of going to buy the car, go buy a building or go buy an investment property that's going to make that $700 a month. Now you can pay your car off while you're using your credit repair business to pay the building. Now you're not buying a liability, you're buying an asset to pay the liability. So now when the car's paid off, now you still got money coming in, no matter what. And then after it grows, you can refinance, pull the money out of the asset, go buy another asset with the same asset. Did I lose anybody? Did this? I gave like a basic business class. Right
No,
there.
you didn't lose me.
Yeah, we got a lot of quiet people. I didn't lose anybody on that.
No.
No,
That
I was just
super.
listening.
What happened, Miss Carla? What'd you say?
That was good.
Yeah, you were expecting a credit repair class and came in and got a full business class.
I'm open.
We do this every Friday. Today is the shorter one. Sometimes my classes go for 4 hours.
I'm going to be right here.
Ask Anthony. Anthony's here. Anthony will stay on for 4 hours sometimes. He'll be like, damn, man, the gems that we get. Lou's always in here whenever he can. There's a lot of people that come in here and just stay.
Yeah.
We're giving gems. I'm trying to get you guys to reset your mind. Broke mentality is a mindset. What does job stand for?
Just over broke.
Damn right, Anthony.
I got to write that one down.
Just over broke. Now, I say this to everybody. Putting food on the table is the most important thing. We will never knock somebody putting food on the table because that is the most important thing. But there's still 24 hours in a day. And if you're working your job, you come home, you still got 4 hours. You got 6 hours, depending on what time you go to sleep, what you do, that you can go in and put 4 to 6 hours into your empire builder that will get you out of your just over broke. Ladies and gentlemen, ask me how long I've been off. I haven't been. Anybody who's printing with me in the past month, have you heard from me? Do you even know I exist?
No.
No. Well, Star, you came in through Dre, so that's a different story. But the people that are come in that are new in this meeting, I had people show up through my team. I bought back my time. I have a newborn daughter. Newborn. You see the carriage in the back? Right there. I got a newborn. I got an absolute newborn. I was able to take 6 weeks off and spend time with my daughter. My business ran without a flaw. We had 1 week that was a little hairy, but my business ran without a flaw. Why? Because I got out of that damn just over broke mentality and I built a freaking empire.
That's amazing.
So I tell everybody in here, take it from me. Take it from me.
That's why I don't miss a class.
This software, what do you think this software is for? This software, I'm going to take every person that's in this class, every time, me and Dre are doing it. I'm going to take every person in this class, I'm going to teach you guys how to make $100K a month with this software.
Good.
I'm going to teach you how to make $100K a month if you know how to market.
Easily.
If you know how to market, all it takes 10 clients.
Easily. How do I access the software?
If you have access to the Discord channel, Michael will post the software, post the link into the software. It's free to get in.
Okay.
I'm literally making it free for the next month to get in. Come March, I'm shutting it down. I'm shutting down free. It's going to be paid until all the bugs are worked out.
It's going to be paid for
you got to pay to
people
get
that
it.
Get it free?
No, we're going to eventually move that way, yes. But it's free right now because of everybody that's testing it. We want you to go in. We want you to learn. We want you to pull your credit, go through all that stuff. It's going to, we want you to understand it. Let me tell you something. Besides the one piece that Dre and I are working on right now that we're going to add, literally, I personally had to pay, and this was 8 years ago, I had to pay somebody $85,000 to get it. But let's be real. I had my first six-figure month after I paid it. Understanding on how this works. This is what we want. This is how we want it. And this is how we want to go at it. Every person in here, it's how to get that. Laundry, right now, people, when they get off the phone right now, go online, search 3 cash flowing businesses, the best cash flowing businesses to buy. Okay? Look at how much in your area, what those cash flowing businesses look like. How much money do you need to get for OPM? Then put yourself in that thing. Buy that and then start whatever the hell you want. Start whatever you want. This is my cash flowing business. The printing company, it's my cash flowing business. What do you think I'm going to look for? I'm going to look for shit that runs itself. Where do I want to be? What's the next business that I want? The next business that I want, franchise food. McDonald's, Five Guys, Taco Bell, pizza. Well, not Pizza Hut anymore, but you understand what I'm saying? Franchise food. That's the next thing that I want. That's the next business that I want. But $1.5 million. You need $1.5 million to open up a location, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, whatever. You need $1.5 million. You need to have that cash flow to get that $1.5 million. You see how it leads from one thing to another? I also, by the time I retire at 65, I want 15,000 units all over the world, not just in the United States, all over the world. 15,000 units. I wrote all these shits down. I wrote all these goals down. I don't know where the hell I'm going to find 15,000 units, but I want 15,000 units all over the world. I want to be able to take a vacation and just go stay at one of my places. That's it. But you have to be able to look to see where those things are, where those things are going to be. But it starts here, because once you have the cash flow coming in, everything else is easy. Everything else is easy. Now, I've got 5 minutes left. I'm going to open up for some questions, even if we go over a couple of minutes. I got 5 minutes left. Let's go. Ask me any questions that we have. But next Friday, I'm going ham again. We're going to go crazy. And if you're not in the Discord channel, make sure you guys get in the Discord channel. The what the hell is that? The Telegram channel is light and dead. If you're not in Dre's community, get in Dre's community. So let's do that. Questions. Floor is open.
What's Dre's community?
Dre, pop a link in the chat.
Would you say real estate would be a great thing to invest in?
Hell yeah, Star. Oh my God. It is an amazing thing to invest in. But you have to find the right real estate investment. You do not want to invest in the perfect place that has just be revamped and everything, because what happens is they're going to charge you a premium price. What you want is middle of the tier. Something that is it needs a little bit of fixing, a little bit of updating, but it's fully rented. Because once you have something that's fully rented, what happens is when a tenant no longer wants to stay, right? You have some cash flow, you have some stuff. What you do is you take a credit card, open up a credit card in the system, and then use that to revamp the location, revamp that floor one thing at a time, raise the rent. A revamped location can get the rent to be increased, I think, something like 10 or 15%.
Yeah, because in my town, there's like a lot of stuff that's like a lot of houses that's going abandoned and they need to be like brought and put up for sale. And I wanted to like flip them. So I was.
Flipping takes money. Flipping takes money. So my brother-in-law does it. My brother-in-law's been doing it for a long time. But he gave it up for a little while. Because Joseph Dre doesn't have a Discord. He has a school community. He gave it up for a little while because what happens is it takes a lot. You need cash flow. What I would say is look for God's honest truth. Look for investment properties, rental properties. Then build that up from there.
Okay.
One thing that we're doing, some of the people in my Star, you're in the community, but some of the people in the community, we're partnering up on a storage facility. So that's one of the things that we're trying to do. Why? Because the storage facility is like 102
Dre, your internet. Dre, your internet.
So we looked at it, and this one does not have.
I'm gonna kill him. Your internet.
Yeah, I didn't hear him. He went in and out.
I love what he said. Yes, storage facilities are huge. Storage facilities are going for a crazy amount of money because they can put as much shit as they want in it. And they're popping up all over the place because there's not enough housing right now. We actually are in a housing crisis right now. There's too much. Yeah, Dre, I'll let you. We're in a housing crisis right now. There's not enough housing for people that are in the country. So what happens is we need to create more housing. So storage facilities are huge right now. And Dre, you hit the nail on the head with that. I love that. I want to get in on that. I've been looking for that for a long time. My
Yeah,
brother-in-law actually
I'd like to
builds.
get into that too.
You guys hear me now?
Yep,
I hear
loud
you
and
now.
clear.
All right, so look. So what we're doing is we look at the storage facility. All right. Now, how to judge a good one if you're going to make money. I don't know, Star. And everybody, we do real estate. So we know if you go get a place inside the ghetto, you're going to go get ghetto prices, right?
True.
All right. That's not as different when it comes to commercial real estate. Commercial real estate is priced by the revenue that is generating. So this place is $920,000. Year is generating $920,000. They of course bumped it up so they can make a profit, of course. But we're gonna do something called, again, we're using OPM. Remember, OPM, other people's money, so we can go get access to go Chase, Amex, all these different places, go get some money. Now we'll go do the SBA 504 loan or the SBA 7A loan. You have to come up with documents. You have to come. That's why it's a little drawn out, because you have to show like your projections. How are you going to increase the price and all this stuff? So realistically, we're looking at March or April when we're gonna like sign the deal. But we're gonna it's 920,000. They're gonna put up 90%, so we gotta put up 92,000, right? Because we gotta put up 10%. They cover 90. We're gonna put up.
You got the SBA is gonna cover 90.
Yes,
Shit. Okay.
Oh, that's tight.
Solid. That's why I'm saying it's not overnight. This shit's not gonna be overnight. You have to have solid projections. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying.
We got an SBA guy. You know that though, right?
I know, but I know. That's why. So, anyways, I know. So, anyways, so like I was saying, so they're gonna put up the 90%. We're gonna put up the 10. So we're gonna put up 92,000. All right. Now, here's the magic. It doesn't have any vending machines in there, so we're gonna add in vending machines. It doesn't have. They don't sell box locks and tape. So we're gonna put another vending machine and sell that stuff. That's 2 more income streams. Guess what? Another partner inside the community, he does like that 2 men in 1 truck shit, the moving stuff. Well, guess what? And he's in the same state, so we're gonna partner up with him. You guys need a moving truck? Go to him. We get a third of that, or we'll partner up with U-Haul and we'll get a third of that. You guys need that's 3 income streams. Don't you need insurance for your? Okay, go over there. But when you do, we get a third of that. Whew. Guess what? Don't you have boats, RVs, and all that shit? Okay, yeah, we're gonna charge you for the spot. We get all that. We put a big ass poster in there, so we're gonna charge for marketing. We get all that because it's kitty corner to it's like a busy ass like street or something like that. We're gonna charge all these. We've added all these extra streams of income. Now we're gonna refinance out. That's like a $1.2 million facility. Guess what? OPM and broke it up between 3 people. Come on now. Guess what Ali was talking about is cash flowing. We're buying a cash flowing business. That's the goddamn key. Why? It's already cash flowing 24,500 a month. Once we get the keys, we have a cash flowing business. Does that make sense, guys?
That makes sense.
That's what we're doing inside these. That's what we're doing with OPM. But it all starts with getting your credits together. Make sense, guys? Beautiful.
That's why we start with the credit software at the beginning, and we go to funding, and we go to the other places. Dre, your computer's having a hard time. That's your computer that's causing it to lag. So that's what that is. So in this class and in this thing, we're giving the gems out. And the thing is, the reason we're giving the gems out is because we want to see people succeed. I'm going to launch my coaching program in 6 months. Dre and I are going to have we're going to be 2 coaches in one. So you're going to get both of us in one program. So that's what it's going to be when we do that, for us to show you guys what we're doing in that sense. And this is what it is. Literally, we're going to teach you how to start a funding company. We're going to teach you how to go out and get on that's the whole point. People selling you credit, but don't tell you what to do with the credit when you have it. That was my problem.
Exactly.
That was my problem. I got $50K in funding because I had the funding company, and I was stupid. I'm gonna say that don't make this mistake. Do not make this mistake. I tell everybody here, do not make this mistake. Here's the mistake I don't want you guys to make. Do not go to a franchise show. Dre, your camera's following you, bro.
My bad.
Tell it to stop.
All right, my bad.
So what we did was my wife and I went to a franchise show. I bought this guy sold me. He was freaking good. Oh, he was good. What a salesman. He sold me on these stupid little battery box things. I swear it was literally like this big. $800. You can cash flow with it in the first month. You should be able to make in the right location. We have one in Madison Square Garden. We have one in SoFi Stadium in California. One in Dallas. Oh, okay. So I'm like, yo, they're a big name. They're moving. Okay. So what did I do? I never put my own cash up. Okay. I said, I don't know this company. I don't know what they're doing. I said, whatever. I was like, I waited. I got funding, and then I put it on my credit card. What happened? I buy the box. Okay. $1,000 spent, get it shipped to the house. I found the location to put it into. It's actually the pizzeria next door. Okay. Guy goes to take it. I said, okay. I go put it in the pizzeria. What happens? It doesn't get access, so it won't unlock the batteries. So now if it doesn't unlock the batteries, what happens? I can't get any cash flow from it because they charge you by the minute for the battery to charge your phone.
Yeah.
So what happens? I call the credit card company. I call them first. I say, I need to get this connected to Wi-Fi, blah, blah, blah. Nobody helped me. They called me. 3 months. I call back my credit card company. 3 months, no data. I charge back the whole freaking thing. Now, what do? I started business with my wife. We started the printing company. See you later, Robert. I started the printing company with my wife. We got access to it, and we ran. What ran that business? Those credit cards, other people's money. I put everything on the credit card. I fund it, just pay it. Fund it, pay it. Fund it, pay it. Fund it, pay it. Fund it, pay it. And all I did was grow until what happened? $88,000 in cashback rewards. What did I do with the $8,000? I told everybody this. This is the last gem for the day, and we're done. I just liquidated $8,000 off my credit card. I paid it with the cash back. I invested it in the S&P 500. So now the credit card, instead of using that cash to pay back garbage of shit that I don't need, what did I do? I put it into another thing that's going to create wealth. That's who the hell is telling you guys this stuff? Nobody's telling you this. They all go pay with your cash back. They're teaching you manufactured spending, but how do they teach you to use the manufactured spending, right? How are they teaching you to use the manufactured spending, okay, to go and earn money with it? What up, Ant?
Nothing.
Oh, I was like, I thought you had something to say. I'm like, yo, nobody's teaching you this. Nobody's teaching you to go manufacture spending and then take the manufactured spending and go earn money from it. Eventually, one point, I'm telling you guys this, I'm going to have so much of cash back that I'm going to put it in the S&P 500 with dividend stocks, right? And have those stocks pay for my credit card every month. That I don't even have to worry what the hell I spend on my credit card anymore. Because that's the key. That's what they're not telling you. That's what they're not telling you. They don't want people to be rich. They don't. If you're rich, you're not susceptible to bullshit. If you're rich and you have money, your life is different. I was broker than a joke. I was broker. Living paycheck to paycheck? No, that wasn't me. I was robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Good.
I was where? I'm almost done. Okay? I was robbing Peter to pay Paul. And what happened? I got to myself so in debt, okay, that I got my credit score to 515. 515. I had more collection accounts than I knew what to do with. I screwed my life up so bad that when I met my wife goes, if you don't fix your credit, we're going to have a real problem. When we want a house, when we have a kid, all this stuff, we're not going to be able to do what we want. We're not. What happened? I sat down, I hunkered down, I figured out what the freak I had to do. Key case in point, $100 a day will change your life. $100 a day will change your life. It's $36,500 a year. But that extra $100 a day with your paycheck, with your just over broke, will change your job. Will change your life. Will absolutely change everything about you. And if you don't believe me, that's how it started with me. It's an extra 100 a day. Then the 100 became 2. Then it became 3. Then it became 5. Then it became 9. Then it became 1,000. Then it became 1,500. Then it became 2,000. What happens when you make $2,000 a day? Changes your whole aspect on life. I don't listen to people's bullshit. I don't focus on any crap anymore. I don't focus on nothing. If it ain't about my business and it ain't about my family, I don't give a crap about anybody else's crap. I don't focus on social media. Social media is about me making money. You'll never, you don't see me post about anything. I don't want to know about nothing. I don't want to see anything. I've been watching all this social media garbage going on for the past 3 weeks, between the Super Bowl and the elections and all this. I want to tell you something. It don't stop me from making money.
I know that's right.
That's all it's about. It don't stop me from making money. I don't care about it.
Facts.
All I focus on is one thing: how to get more clients into the business. Because that's the key. Your $100 a day comes from your mindset. If you're focused on the petty bullshit, and I want you guys to understand this, the fall of the Roman society, what did they do? They put people in the Colosseum for 90 days. They gave them free bed, they gave them free water. They kept them occupied while they were destroying everything. It was happening under their nose. But they distracted them. If you're distracted, you're literally going to get destroyed. But if you're not distracted, if you're out there focused on making the money pieces, you're out there focused on bettering yourself, it doesn't matter what society happens. I'll pick my ass up, go to another society, and I'll still do good. And that's the key. Every person in here has that ability. Y'all are smart. Y'all are smart. Don't let anybody else tell you anything otherwise. You're here. Y'all showed up on a Friday.
Valentine's.
In the afternoon. On Valentine's Day. And I got my wife. You can see her moving in the background over here. Okay? She's giving me them eyes. Everybody shows up. Okay? Everybody that showed up, you're already ahead of everybody else. You're already ahead of everybody else because you did something that nobody else is doing. You're showing up. Read, go out and do all that things. Dre and I can't do my podcast tonight. We were going to do a podcast tonight. My wife asked me, can we spend some time together? I said, sure. But at the end of the day, we're going and we're hustling like we're fucking broke. Because if you don't hustle like you're broke, you ain't never going to stay rich. You will end up back where you started.
Back at square one.
Back at square one. All right, guys.
Stay hungry, friends.
What happened? What happened, Dre?
Stay hungry, friends. Stay hungry.
Stay hungry. Yo, we should make a shirt that says "Stay hungry."
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
That's honey. Can you make shirts that say "Stay hungry"? Here we go.